It wasn't until he saw the signed divorce papers that the man finally realized clearly the wife who once loved him deeply no longer loved him. But the man was unwilling to believe this was real, because 7 years ago, in order to marry him, his wife had even agreed to his demand of keeping their marriage hidden. She had even promised that in front of outsiders, their children would call him uncle. But what the man didn't know was his wife had already given him many chances. Even when his first love returned from overseas, the woman watched her husband and his first love being close. She never asked a single question, but when she simply asked him to sign a contract, she would still be blamed by him. She saw him sign the papers without a moment's hesitation, only so he could rush to meet his first love. Her heart ached instantly. Yet the woman still wanted to give him one more chance. She asked if he would attend the children's parent-teacher conference. When she saw him agree, she thought he could at least be a good father. But on the day of the conference, he sat in the seat meant for his first love's daughter. Even when his own daughter called him Dad, he sternly corrected her. His son tried to tell him that his seat was in the back row, but the man insisted he was not mistaken. His daughter looked at the toy on the table. She reached out to take it, but the first love's daughter, Sophia, snatched it away. She declared that it was her gift from him. Then she pushed his daughter to the ground, but the man only watched coldly. Even when other parents insulted his daughter, he acted as if he hadn't heard. Soon, the conference began. The woman sat behind him with the children. When she learned her son had been elected class president, she couldn't help but clap proudly. But Sophia pouted and complained to her mother. The man, however, gazed at Sophia tenderly, as if something had crossed his mind. After school, he waited with lollipops for his son and daughter. Seeing a gentle father, the children thought maybe he had changed. They wanted to go home with him. With their mother's permission, the man finally revealed the true reason he was there. It was just to make his son give up the class president position to Sophia. When the woman tried to protest, the son calmly agreed. The man immediately lit up with joy. He tried to comfort his son, but the boy pulled away. Even the daughter retreated to her mother's side. Before the man could speak, he received a call from his first love. When he heard Sophia was sick, he immediately agreed to go take care of her at the hospital. Just as he was about to leave, his daughter tried one last time to make him stay, but he heartlessly told them to go home by themselves. When his son asked if, since tomorrow was their birthday, would he be there, he couldn't help but promise. Little did he know, this was their last chance for him. The next day, the three of them woke early to make a birthday cake together. They agreed to give the very first slice to him, but they waited all the way until night, and he never showed up. In the final hour of that day, the woman and the two children spent their last birthday in that home. As she watched her children fall asleep, she knew the man had used up his last chance. Silently, she prepared the divorce papers and waited alone for his return. At dawn, the man finally came home. Seeing her asleep on the couch, he tried to pull the blanket over her, but she woke up right then. He wanted to apologize, but she no longer cared. She pulled out the divorce papers she had prepared and asked him to sign. As the man looked puzzled, he received a call from his first love. Hearing her house had lost power, he agreed without hesitation to go keep her company. The woman watched him finish signing. He didn't even glance at what he had signed. Her already disappointed heart was now completely done with him. But what made her even more hopeless was the man actually told her to take the kids and stay somewhere else for a few days, just so his first love could move in. The next day, she prepared to leave with the children, but she saw the man returning with his first love and Sophia. When his first love asked, he actually told her that the woman was just a relative staying for a few days. But his words left even his daughter deeply disappointed. As they were leaving, the daughter, who always called him Dad this time, called him Uncle. Right at that moment, the man brought out the cake he had bought for Sophia and told the three of them to eat before leaving. Seeing the gentle father before her, the daughter, yearning for fatherly love, reluctantly agreed to eat the cake with him. But the woman only took a single bite before urgently telling the children to spit it out. When the man grew angry, the woman furiously accused him. "Don't you even know the kids are allergic to mango?" The man tried to apologize, but she refused to forgive him. She stormed off with the children. Meanwhile, the man, after finishing the cake with his first love, received a call from his assistant. He was told there were documents he needed to handle. Annoyed, he told the assistant to have the woman take care of it, but he was informed that she had already resigned. Only then did the man realize that the papers he signed 3 days ago were actually her resignation papers. Panicked, he called her number, but no one ever answered. When he saw the birthday cake the children had prepared, a deep uneasiness filled his heart. He remembered the papers his wife had asked him to sign before leaving. He rushed into the bedroom, but when he he opened the box, he realized it was a divorce agreement.